The NBA draft has concluded, and I have some problems with this. The Lakers drafted Bronny James, son of Lebron James, and there's just so many things wrong with this. I've said it multiple times, and I'll say it again. LeBron runs that entire organization, and a player should not have that much say in an organization in any sport. I think it's wrong. And I also think Bronny James is very out of touch with reality. Let's just give this a listen real quick.
Honestly, I feel like this is a serious business, and I don't feel like there would be like a thought of I'm just drafting this kid just because of I'm gonna get his dad. Like I don't think a GM would really allow that. So yeah, I've never really thought about like yeah no. I think I've put in the work and I'd get drafted because of the the person, not only the player, but the person that I am.
Confidence is one thing, but it's another thing to just absolutely have zero self awareness, bro. Oh my gosh. The fact that he said it. I mean, what are we talking about here? Like, I mean, it's clear as day. The only reason this guy was drafted was because his father's LeBron James. And nobody can convince me otherwise.
Yeah, I'm not going to rebuttal that. I do think when you have a star player, and when I say star player, I mean the face of the NBA. When you have the face of the NBA who's on his last legs in the NBA, which in my opinion, if he played every night and wanted to turn up and be the best player in the league, he can. If he wants to lead the league in minutes and he wants to lead the league in points, he can. He can still do that. But when you have him dictating basically, I want to play with my son, right? The Lakers know that. They know he's going to walk wherever his son goes. It is a smart business move for the Lakers to draft Bronny. Do I think?
Bless you.
Thanks. I'll cut that. Do I think it's a smart move? Sure. Do I think it's a dumb move? Yes. Like I see both sides of the coin here. I think
What?
it's a smart
What?
it's a smart move because you keep LeBron. You know what I mean? Assets wise, with Bronny, I think he is 3, 4, 5 years away from being an impact player in the NBA if he ever gets to that point. I think he is a role player. I think he is a sixth or seventh man at best. I think he is a guy that's going to be known for being an all defensive team guy over anything else. I don't view him as a playmaker. I don't view him as an elite scorer. I view him as a serious project. And what's even worse is he's not even going to be sent to the G League. He will be on that big boy roster from day one. To me, that's even more alarming. But at the same time, when you look at that Laker roster construction, you know, there might be an opportunity for him to get some minutes. That roster is not loaded. They don't have much cap space. And whatever they're going to do, you know, he'll get opportunities to do it. I just don't, at this point, I don't view him as an impact player in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to ever be a true impact player, like a true star, but if you can, shout out to his brand new coach, JJ Redick. If you can get a JJ Redick type role out of him, if he shoots like he did at the combine, I know he didn't really show it in his first year in college, but if he can shoot like he did at the combine, who else is going to be able to teach him better than JJ Redick, and arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, how to manipulate space and get your open shot in the NBA? That's all the NBA is nowadays. It's pick and roll and being able to hit an open three. So if they can get that out of him, I think it's a great pick. And I can't believe you guys are slandering the highest scoring father-son duo in NBA history. All right? LeBron James has scored 40,474 points, and Bronny has scored 0, but they are the highest scoring father-son duo in NBA history.
And that's fantastic. What a storyline, right? Like,
what a scumbag.
Oh, God.
Using my own words against me.
This is what I will say. I will say when we're looking at the Lakers draft, right? Like, in my opinion, they still get an A for their draft. Dalton Connect from Tennessee.
Great draft pick.
Can absolutely flat out ball, right? Like, so I do think the Lakers still get an A for their draft grade. It's just it's an A for Dalton Connect, and it's a non-applicable for Bronny, right? So it weighs no merit at all in how I grade the Lakers draft. I do think the Lakers did hit a home run with Connect. I don't know how he slid to 16 or 17.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
Yeah. One of the best scorers in the draft, yeah.
Yeah, I think he is the best shooter in the draft. So the draft for me, just on a whole, was kind of boring, right? Top 2 picks from France. Never heard anything about either single one of them. Apparently they're really good. I have no idea. It just seemed it annoys me because, and even the 6th pick was from France. But when the Knicks took a guy in the top 10 from France, he sucked, right? Like he sucked. These 3 guys, and obviously Wembanyama is nasty. So like I'm sitting here like, well, how did the Knicks miss this bad in a draft? And then you get guys that are from like the G League, Ignite, and all that type of stuff. To me, this was a very boring draft. There was probably only 5 or 6 picks that interest me. One of them being Zach Edey, who I'm really happy moved up into the lottery with the Memphis Grizzlies. In my opinion, that is a home run pick for them. Anytime you can get a guy that's 7'4", 300 pounds, that averaged like 40 points in the NCAA tournament, you have to get him.
Dude, he's going to be in the conversation for Rookie of the Year. He'll be a top 3 Rookie of the Year candidate this year. Just watch.
I agree.
Not a lot more bashing of Bronny James. Congrats to him for sure, but definitely think it was a handout there. Sorry, buddy. Can't convince me otherwise. But I do wish you a good career. Hope you do well. But sure, you'll never see this, so you don't care.
I love how he says no more bashing, but then he refers him to
the backhand bash.
But no, I do have a question for both of you. So when Bronny wants the ball on the court and he's with LeBron James, who is his father,
you give him the fucking ball.
Is he gonna say yo pops? Is he gonna say yo Bron? Hey dad, ball? Just a little quick poll here. What do you think he's gonna say?
Oh,
Pops.
You're saying if
he's gonna call pops.
You say if he passes and he's like not looking.
Yeah,
it's dad. Dad.
It's going to cause so many turnovers just hearing a random dad get yelled out there.
Dude, I will tell you, though, that first oop from Bronny to LBJ is going to be absolute electric.
You already know there's going to be photos of it all over the place. There's pictures, signs.
SportsCenter won't stop running it for an entire day.
For sure.
A day. I give it 72 hours of airtime, dude.